a lot of uncertainty and volatility on the financial market and in the economy right now. And this makes a lot of people fearful. So maybe you experience the same, maybe you feel the same. And we are here to help you out and bring you some clarity about it. So at the moment, there is inflation going on. So this means that our money loses value, as well as increasing prices, and the stock market and the crypto market is falling. And this makes us fearful, and we really don't know what to do about it. In this episode, we want to help you to bring some clarity about how to deal with the current situation. So welcome to Financial Success Secrets with myself. I'm Manuela, and I have been a member of Kaching Secrets for about 2.5 years now. And due to the things that I've learned there, I was able to become a successful investor myself. And with me today is once again Joachim.
Hi everyone. Thanks, Manuela, for the introduction and your journey. It's been a pleasure seeing that growth that you have had of becoming an investor, and getting that confidence and the skill set that you can use for the rest of your life to put your money to work, so your money works for you. And that is especially so important, as you said, in these days with everything that's going on. Prices are increasing. So how can we make sure that our money works for us, and that we get to put ourselves in a position where our finances still can thrive despite of everything that's going on? And I'm happy to be back here in this safe environment. We're going to bring this certainty. Earlier this weekend, I was going, I went sailing on a catamaran, and I ran into a buyer. So for those that would see me, they might think my forehead is a little bit funny because, I ran into a buyer and it scratched my forehead. So I got this big mark in the middle of my forehead. So it's good to be back in a safe environment where we can bring certainty and feel safe as well with you, Manuela. So how can we approach the current situation?
One way to deal with inflation, for example, can be to invest your money. So bring in assets that grow in value. So invest into stocks or crypto or any other assets. And make your money work for you, so to say.
And invest in things that grow in value. This is so important. One of the most successful investors on the planet, Warren Buffett, and he turned, 2 years ago, he turned 90 years old. So he's either 91 or 92 years old. He's been in the game the longest. He will call this value investing, like invest in things that are really gonna grow in value. And that's so important then to, for example, understand what we invest in. The biggest risk in any kind of investing is not understanding what we are investing in. So to get that certainty and that clarity where we can get our money to work for us is understanding what is it that we can invest in. What's your experience with this, Manuela?
That's the most important thing. So do your research about the company and find research some indicators. So there are indicators that can tell us if a company may be a good investment or not, and do some research about the company and what's going on at the moment. And this is the key point to find a good investment and to be sure about you invested into the right company.
So in terms of what's going on right now, what are some things that you could share some ideas on what to focus on?
I mean, we are no financial advisors, so please do your own research. We just give some explanations. One area maybe you can focus on at the moment is the energy sector. So renewable energy sector might be a promising investment also for the future.
I allow that with the renewable sector, renewable energy, because there's so much focus on that, especially these days, because of the war in Ukraine. There's a lot of focus on the need for it's more like secure power supply. What's the word like that? We are that countries, they need to have secure power supply. They need to have power supply, continuous power supply. And also with the focus on the environment, there's a lot of incentives, there's a lot of politics and funding from governments going into green projects to support them, to make them grow. And another thing is in the crypto world as well, some cryptos, because of how the technology works, they use a lot of energy, all these computers that are connected. If you know a little bit about crypto, it's the process of mining for those cryptos. They use the model of mining. And these computers, since there's many people connecting computers to mine, crypto is actually also driving a paradigm shift in the energy sector. So energy is so important, and everyone needs energy all the time. Electricity, the demand for electricity is just going up. So that's a very interesting idea. And as Manuela said, do your own research, invest your money where you are sure that you want to invest in based on the information that you have. Any other ideas we should bring to the table, Manuela?
Yes, I mean, another investing idea could be to invest in precious metals, so as gold and silver, because I think gold is always a good idea to invest in because it's limited. So it's a precious metal, and gold will always be, how to say,
it has
important.
It has always been stable according to the increase of prices. So when prices have been going up, gold has always retained this value. It's like 100 years ago, you could buy a car with a bar of gold, and the same applies today. So it's been really stable in price. It's kept the value of gold been steadily increasing in following the general price increase in society. And it's been around for 1,000 years. So it's always like the default, it's the fallback that people go to if people always like shiny, precious things. Anything you want to add to that, Manuela?
No, you said everything very well. I just wanted to mention another sector we could maybe focus on, the medical sector. So I think the coronavirus, it's not over yet. So I think we will experience in autumn and winter, there will be a lot of more cases about the virus. And I think we will need more vaccines, for example, and medicine for treating this disease. So I think the medical sector could be another good opportunity to invest in.
That's very interesting, because that's also a disputed sector to invest in, because with the many medical and pharmaceutical companies, because of all the legislation and laws according to how they develop their vaccines and medicines, these are usually very volatile companies. That means that the stock price goes up and down a lot. So it is interesting, and also make sure that you who listen understand what you invest in and do your own research. Another thing I would like to add is blue chip companies. These are big companies, solid companies, been around for years and have a diversified portfolio, diversified income streams. So for example, car manufacturers that have been around for a long time, McDonald's, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, big companies. And in these times of the pandemic, of the economic uncertain times, increasing interest rates, increased prices, also companies that deliver and produce consumer consumption products. So it could, for example, be like Walmart is a company who sells consumer stuff, and people is always going to go to a store to buy their groceries and other things they need to consume. So I'm not saying go and buy Walmart just because I mentioned the company, just to give you an idea of how the economy works and what kind of sector and companies that could be worth looking into based on where we are at right now with the current economic situation.
Yeah. And
Manuela, please, yeah.
Sorry. Yes, and I think one major thing we should mention is that we shouldn't put all our money into one investment. So diversify your money through the different sectors. Yeah, because when one sector goes down, the other ones are, yeah, your money is secure.
That's a very good point. Yeah. Do not put all your eggs into the same basket. Make sure you spread them out. That is going to help with risk management.
Yes.
Because being successful with investing, it's all about mastering low risk, high reward investments. And that's why you're here. And if you want to learn more, reach out to us so we can have a chat on how we can support you and guide you to get you to the next level financially for you. Manuela, anything else to add before we do a quick recap of what we covered today?
I just want to mention that a strategy is also very important when you do your investments, because it helps you to give you a step-by-step formula, so you know exactly what you are doing, and it gives you some kind of security for yourself, because you know what you have to do. And yeah, this helps a lot. So also to not get your emotions get in, so keep your emotions out of your investing. So that's important, and the strategy can help you for that.
That is huge. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah, a strategy can save you a decade. Knowing the right thing to do at the right time. Like, try to use a hammer on a screw, and you will spend a lot more energy than might be necessary, instead of finding a nail and use the hammer on a nail. So that is huge. So yeah, in these times, make sure you diversify, make sure you understand what you invest in. And there are many different sectors and industries that you could look into. Some will thrive based on where we are at in the economy right now, with interest rates going up and prices going up, and maybe you can feel uncertainty or doubt that's going on. So educating yourself is going to give you that clarity, and learning that strategy, which is also what we can help you with at Catching Secrets, so you know exactly what to do and when to do that. That is going to help you thrive in these economic times. Manuela, thanks for coming on. Any final words before we wrap it up with our move today?
I think you've said everything very well. Great.
So let's do our catching move. Join me. Catching. See you.
Bye.
Please be aware, we are no financial advisors. We do not provide any advice. We only share our experience, and our results are not typical. If we mention any stocks, funds and other type of investments, it is for educational and illustrational purposes only. Most people are unable to achieve similar results to ours. If you want to achieve similar results, you have to commit yourself to systemize, to learn and to stick to the rules.